What's up, Ebony? Can you hear me?
CJ, what's up, y'all? Yes, I can hear you. Let me get my earphones in so you could be a little louder, and then tell me if my background noise is too loud.
You sound beautiful.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so mad.
Mm.
First of all, I never see this, CJ. I'm glad I watched your podcast because I never ever see stuff like this, like never at all. My thing is this: first of all, if she would have been black, yes, everything in the comments would have happened to her. They would have threw the book at her. She would have been up under the jail. However, I'm 50-50 on the situation. I understand you gave somebody something and they lost their life as a result of it. Okay. I completely understand that. However, CJ, you know I'm traveling right now. I've been traveling for the last year. Okay. I came out here to California. I started off with the COVID vaccinations or whatever. I've been in a couple of monoclonal antibody clinics with the whole COVID thing. And then I got a little burnt out on COVID because I felt like I wasn't using my skills. Okay. So I went on ahead. I went back to long-term care. What made me go back to long-term care was the money at the end of the day. I'm going to be completely honest. What
That's a
made me
fact.
go back is the money. What they are offering travelers to come out here and do these long-term care facilities, you can easily clear, even as an LPN, you can clear $100,000 to $150,000 a year. Okay,
That's a
I've
whole
been
fact.
here for a year. Okay, now what I will tell you is I have worked in the hospitals. The hospital Pyxis to me are a lot more. There's more. Okay, there's
Mhm.
more. They're bigger. Should be the same coding process, I would believe. Um, I've been into nursing homes with the smaller Pyxis just for the emergency medications until a pharmacy can come, and bring the medication that you need. However, I do agree with old girl, what the young lady said.
I'm an old girl. I'm an old girl. That's cool.
You got I do I do agree with what she said. You do need you're supposed to have another, depending on the schedule, okay, of the medication, you do need another nurse to go with you, to get something out of the Pyxis. However, let me paint a picture for you. I showed up on my shift, okay. The lady who's passing keys to me and who's give the nurse previous to me who's passing keys to me, she gives me shift report. She's stressed out. A lot of stuff that happened. She didn't get a lot of stuff, wasn't able to finish a lot of things. So some of the things kind of spill over on me. Okay, it's my shift. I take it all on. Now, with that, okay, that she gave me, now I come in, I'm looking to see what I'm getting ready to do for the day. I noticed yesterday I had 6 patients. Today I got 14. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm in a hospital setting. Okay.
Mm.
It's different than being in long term care where I go and I take care of Miss Rosa and I know exactly what's going on with her. Some things may change, but for the most part, they don't. I want to add into that Miss Rosa at the long term care. Her family put her in here and ain't nobody been to see her since they put her here. Okay. At the end of the day. Okay. So she's my responsibility. My Miss Rosa considers me her daughter more so than the people that's actually her blood at the end of the day.
Mm.
Okay. Now you take me into a hospital setting where you got Miss Marianne, where they done gave me 10 extra patients, where I got to finish the stuff from before. I'm not excusing what she did. I'm saying that nursing right now is dangerous. Nobody considers the mental and emotional effects that nurses are incurring going into these facilities at the end of the day. The lady was burnt out. She was tired. She picked up the wrong medication. Unfortunately, she made a mistake that cost somebody their life. At the end of the day, though, I give my life every single day. I give my life. I go over and above. I have completely moved away from my home. Yes, I'm chasing money. At the same token, though, I'm going to places and I'm in establishments where they need me at
Yep.
the end of the day. I'm pushing. I work 2 contracts at a time out here. They have no one. You feel what I'm saying? So I guess my question is more so because I made a mistake and Miss Mary lost her life. And because Miss Mary actually got family that care about her, she got people to see about her. Her family got a couple dollars. Okay, so now I feel like now this is the reason why it's so seen, or this is the reason why you kept asking, like, well, what makes this, so much different than everybody else? Somebody got some money. That's what make it different. Cause Miss Loretta shit, they've been killing Miss Loretta and them down in the middle of the city for the longest. You feel
That's
what
a
I'm
whole
saying?
fact.
Nobody's saying nothing about that. But
That's a whole fact.
Miss Mary up here though, her family got that cake. So yeah. Oh, it's a big deal.
Let me ask you
That's
something,
why.
Ebony. What do you think an appropriate punishment should be for her?
I believe this lady should have to, I believe it should be some type of correction courses for her, for us at the end of the day. Cause I don't care if she white or black, I'm on her side. Okay. And like I say, don't get me wrong, I'm not minimizing the fact that this lady lost her life. It doesn't matter who she is either. I'm sorry that happened, but at the same time, you got to look at everything as a whole. And if the Pyxis was broken, that's on her. That's on the hospital. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't on her. That's on the hospital. And in an emergency situation, we are trained, yes, to think and then react. She thought about it. She reacted the best way that she knew how. She made a mistake. It cost somebody their life. Her punishment should be some type of correct. Let me ask you this. She earned in the hospital. You know how hard she worked?
Yeah.
CJ, you know how hard she worked to get there? You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you think it's fair that they you gotta rip this lady come out of her house every day. Yep, she getting a check. But she getting a check just the same way as people that go to McDonald's get a check, same way as people work at Target get a check, same way people go to Chrysler and get a check at the end of the day. This is her career choice, okay? So I'm gonna take the fact that she's getting paid to work. Everybody that goes to work gets paid, okay?
Yeah. Right.
So you give your life to take care of other people's lives, okay? Most people don't have people. Their own blood won't do what you do. I have done some jobs, CJ. Their own people won't do what you do at the end of the day. However, it's fair. She lose her license. Are they talking about jail time, fines? Like, probably, do she got liability insurance? I'm pretty sure it's a lot of little factors, that go into it. However, it's fair to what she's no longer qualified as a nurse. She was qualified as a nurse all this time up until she gave this medication and made a mistake. She's human at the end of the day. Because I'm a nurse, yes, I'm held to certain standards, but it makes me no less human. I'm a human.
I think they really need to start taking into consideration these hours that these nurses are working.
Burnt out.
And that's why, and this is why, ladies and gentlemen, y'all may think I'm on some other stuff, but I take my vacations once a month. That was the best nursing advice I could have gotten. Ms. Burke said, hey, take you a vacation. Even if you just sitting in your house for 4, 5, 6 days, you need that to recharge. And I do that, ladies and gentlemen. Because if I ain't going to do nothing else, that's what I'm going to do. And y'all got to start taking care of y'all mental health. And all money ain't always good money. I'm going to keep it a stack. It ain't always good money. Do I think this lady should go to jail? No. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think she should go to jail. I think I'm more so on the side of, like you said, the rehabilitation courses or some sort of course of action. But do I think she should lose everything, her whole livelihood? Nah. I won't go that far.
And as a nurse, trust and believe, she gonna pay the highest price. That lady's face, this situation will never leave her mind.
It's gonna haunt her forever.
It will haunt her, CJ. It will, and I'm glad you said that, because I think people think, I know it's some people that do it just to do it. I get that, but it's people here that think that you go in here, we go in here, and we do these jobs in these situations, and people's lives and shit don't stick with us. They do.
Absolutely.
They do. I've met people just in passing in some of these facilities that have completely changed my outlook on certain things. I felt like it was meant for me to run across them. I take it. I take it to heart. I take it home. They say you're not supposed to, but you do. You take it home. You feel for some of these people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and it's like uh, she should lose. She should lose her life. Man, come on. Come on. I think that's a bit rash. And I think that there's a reason, like you said, why is this case out of everything that happens? Okay, why is this case? Can we get up on here and post some videos about y'all putting out these false reports that saying these people got COVID so y'all can get paid? No, you feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, do we really? Why is CJ? It made me mad. I got so many. I'm going in so many different directions. It made me mad. It just to see her up there, it was a weight lifted off of my shoulder. Just because of the trial. I'm on trial for my life at the end of the day because I chose a career to help other people with their lives.
Yeah, it's a real thing, and it's a sad situation all the way around because somebody lost their family member. Another person is probably going to lose their livelihood and how they earn and how they provide for their family and everything like that. So it's a rough situation. I hope that this doesn't discourage the future generation from getting into the field because Lord knows that they need the help. I did an article the other day, Ebony, about the state of, I believe, Indiana. In order to meet the state requirements for healthcare workers, they need 1,300 people to graduate from nursing school from now until the year 2030 just to meet the requirements. And people who finna sign up for this?
CJ,
CJ, who about to sign up for it?
CJ, I could smoke crack and still keep my license. Man. Do you know that? Do you know that? My first job, my very first job straight out of nursing school was substance abuse. And how this man was getting over, I won't say his name, because I disagree with some facts. At the same token, though, he saw something and he capitalized on it. I can't be mad at him. This man gets over hand over fist because he hires only nurses who have blemishes on their records because you don't have to pay them shit. You don't got to pay them shit. Okay. At the end of it, you don't got to pay them. Okay. You don't got to pay them nothing. And his excuse is, okay, well, you got something on your record. Now, granted, truth be told, they ain't getting it nowhere else, especially if they pass narcotics. So that's probably kind of like your best bet. In certain situations you get into with your nursing license, it's better to just you might as well go ahead and call it quits, okay, at the end of the day, because they're going to pay you the same as, I guess, like a minimum wage job would pay you depending on where you live at. But I could smoke crack, CJ. I could smoke crack and get my license back. Like it's like, do that make sense? I could smoke. This is somebody.
I've worked with so many drug addicts.
Oh my God. And this is a choice. This is a choice. At the end of it's an addiction. This, that, and the third is a choice. Okay, you chose. This is a choice. This lady made a mistake, and she made a mistake. I don't give a shit about what nobody's saying about what her experience is, or listen. You go in these places, I know it, and I speak so heavy about it. I was just talking to my dude about it. For the last couple of days, I've been talking to him about it. This is my first school nurse job. What I was saying when you was reading the comment, is K through 5, kindergarten through 5th grade.
Okay. And how you like it?
CJ, I gotta tell you the truth. So I'm making a tad bit less money, okay? However, my hours are 7:30 to 3. I'm getting out at 3 o'clock regardless. Ain't no holding me over because the next person didn't show up. It's no, when they get off, I get off. Tomorrow in California, Cesar Chavez holiday, I get off day. Okay. spring break coming up, April 11th through April 17th. I don't have to request time off. I get the time. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I don't have any children. It's kind of like it's a new area for me, and it's kind of it's a mental and an emotional for me. It's a way for me to kind of give and do on this side, okay? And to be honest with you, CJ, I'm mentally burnt out. Oh,
Mm.
I'm burnt, baby. I'm burnt. I chose a job, and I'm a nurse who I like to use my brain. I like to see how stuff works. I like to study the different diseases and what they do to the body and the thing. I'm that's me. That's my area. CJ, I'm popping band-aids, baby, and giving ice packs because I'm mentally burnt. At the end of the day, I just came out of a facility where I had 30 residents. California ratio is supposed to be 17-1. Okay. I got 30 people, long-term care hall, 16, 17, 12 medications apiece.
Jeez.
At the end of the day. I'm mentally burnt. I'm not gonna cry on your podcast. I feel for this lady though, because I understand. CJ, I'm mentally burnt. To the point where I'm always gonna chase money. I'm gonna do my job, but I'm gonna chase money. That's what I'm gonna do. At the same token, CJ, I don't even care about the money. I don't need. Give me enough for me to be able to survive. I'm gonna pop these band-aids and these ice packs and build inside these little people, because I cannot do another nursing home. I cannot go into another hospital. I'm burned.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about doing like working for the insurance companies or anything like that?
I'm gonna tell you where I'm at right now. I know you and I talked about it back in school or whatever. I'm to the point now where I gotta go ahead and get these 2 letters because I have to get something for somebody else to be able to work in it. I've only been a nurse for we going on 4 years almost, or we going on or a little past 3 years, going on 4. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I am, and I don't want to discourage anybody else. I have seriously considered, if I can't get my business up and going the way that I want to run my own thing in healthcare, I'm considering switching careers altogether.
Wow.
I am burned, and I'm gonna tell you this: I'm not even burned on the people that I take care of. I know they need me, and I know they appreciate me. Even the ones that can't talk to me, I can see it. I know they appreciate me. I'm burned on the companies who don't appreciate me at the end of the day. I'm done on the companies that don't value me at the end. I'm done with that. I'm done on the hospitals like the one that this lady work at that won't back me at the end of the day after they done had me work 120 hours in 1 week.
Wow.
That's what I'm burned on.
You know, Target is paying $24 an hour.
Yeah, just shit.
That's real talk.
I'm saying I can survive and be safe and keep my livelihood. At the end of the day, nobody's life is in my hand. This lady took a oath at the end of the day to accept full responsibility for not only herself but these people, and that's how you do her. Yeah, it makes you rethink
everything. But let me tell you this, Ebony. I know you, and I know your character. I think you're a good person, and I feel like you're a great nurse. It will be a shame for this field to lose great nurses because of what's going on. And like I said, you have to do what's best for you, your family, your mental health at the end of the day. And this is what happens when you don't take care of nurses, because everybody's not built the same. Everybody is not, you have a lot of people that really, truly care. Like for me, for example, I never thought about going to therapy before I started becoming a nurse. I never thought about it. And I think that should just be a requirement now, because I'm numb. I'm not burnt out because I take my vacations, but I'm numb to a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know if that's the right response to have. Like, and I'll kind of switch subjects a little bit, because even when I talk to like guys about being bums and lazy, listen, I work with individuals that can't move literally their limbs. They can't move their arms. The only thing they can do is move their fingers, but still have a job. it makes me less empathetic to the world outside of the people who are not sick, or maybe not as sick as other people. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, people really don't. And they probably see people like me flashing and all that kind of stuff, and going out of town. But that's just one side of it. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret what I do. I enjoy what I do. But there is another side to it. You dig what I'm saying? And the reason that I don't talk about that side a lot is because so many other people do it, especially on YouTube. So I like to give the flyer side of nursing versus the dark side of nursing. And there are so many things you can do. Nurse, a legal nurse analysis person. I mean, it's so many things outside of the patient
case management.
You know what I'm saying? It's so many things. So I really hope, I hope your business goes successfully. I'm sure it will. But it'll be a shame to lose good nurses like that because of what happens. But one thing that I've learned in this field, it's a business. At the end of the day, you are just a number.
Yes,
and if you go in with that mentality, because I was schooled before I even went to school. They schooled me. They was like, listen, CJ, they don't care nothing about you. I used to work in the trash industry, and that's one of the most cutthroat fields I've ever seen. It ain't got shit on the medical field. Nothing. It can be a dirty game, ladies and gentlemen.
CJ,
go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I used to work for Walgreens Specialty Pharmacy, and this was the first. My ex-husband used to, or my husband, I don't know, but my husband used to say that we used to watch. He used to have me watching these documentaries, and it was this one in particular that used to always catch my attention. Or the guy said something that stuck with me, and he said, "Remember, while you planning your future, they planning on firing you." And in my mind, damn, that's negative. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But let me tell you about this situation, and I'll make a long story short. I worked at Walgreens Specialty Pharmacy as an insurance verification specialist. They had a guy, he was a computer tech guy, who they would send. Walgreens Specialty is only in like 4 states or whatever. And so if one of them would have an issue in one state, he would get all his equipment and stuff. They would fly him out to that Walgreens in that state for him to do whatever it is that he needed to do. They flew him out to a state this one in particular time. The wife called and said, "Hey, I haven't heard from my husband," or whatever. They have been calling, they have been looking for him. They sent somebody from the Walgreens in that state to his hotel. The man was dead in his hotel. Walgreens Specialty Pharmacy put a seat with wood. Okay, they had somebody engrave his name. Not the special pricey engraving. Somebody took something and carved his name in the bench. We had a new tech guy in 2 days. They sent his wife a thing of flowers.
Yeah. That's why, and like I said, ladies
messed
and
me up.
When people say, well, it shouldn't be about the money. Listen, it is about the money. Your employer knows that it's about the money.
That's why you're there.
The insurance company knows it's about the money. This whole thing where, oh, you should do it for the love, that's cool. And I respect that. And you do have to have some sort of care, and you do have to be empathetic towards others, and even in order to even be successful in this field. But don't come over here capping, saying that it's not about the money. For the most part, when people get into the game, because if nurses was making $5 an hour, I wouldn't be here.
Wouldn't have chose it.
I wouldn't have been here. I would still be driving trucks. You dig what I'm saying? So we just gotta be careful, man. And like I said, I'm waiting for school to start. Hopefully, I get bumped up to 2022. But if I don't, I'll stick with 2023. And it's made me think about a lot of things, man. Really focusing more on my own business. I feel like I'll always be in nursing in some sort, but it's really making me focusing on starting my own business, putting more energy towards that. Do I want to be a CRNA? I don't know. know. But what I do know is that there's a lot of opportunity to be successful within this field, and you just don't have to be a nurse that provides patient care.
Yep.
You don't. Ebony, is there anything else you'd like to say before
No,
I end
sir.
this one?
CJ, all I want to say is I'm glad I tuned in, and I'll be tuning in a lot more. I be seeing you on the live, and I scroll, I be moving. But when I seen this thing, I got on, I say, oh yeah, let me get on here and talk to him. You keep doing your thing. I be seeing you doing your thing. Our people perish from a lack of knowledge. So keep this thing going and keep them mentally lit. And you don't got to compare hospitals or jobs and men. Flat out, my daddy said, a man that don't work, don't eat.
That's a whole fact.
That's just that.
I would love to have you come on more often. I'll shoot you a text and just let me know when you have some free time, and I would love to have you come on. The audience really likes you, so I appreciate you coming through.
That's the deal. Y'all, everybody have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Peace.